Yo, ESD Gamer here, and we are here in Dying Light talk with my brand new guest. Say what's up, bro.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, so as you can see by the title, we was just thinking about and just talking about the Dying Light 2 before comes out within the next couple months. The release date still has not been confirmed or denied. They just said in the second half, most likely will be coming out in the second half of 2020. So this is just a video of just us talking about how Dying Light 2 might be what could happen and what the actual game itself might be like. What are the weapons? What are the actual things? And what things we would want into the game itself. So, bro, what do you think? What type of zombies do you think they would be having? Because earlier I talked about how they might have like these runner ninja zombies.
Yeah, we talked about that, and we talked about how we seen and how they're supposed to be adding the new zombies with the spikes coming out of their arms. So
Yeah, but what do you think they would do with that type of zombie? Like, what do you think that zombie would do?
that's a good question. I feel like the arms are definitely gonna be involved because I mean we obviously seen the arms with the spikes coming out of it, so they're
Like
gonna
their
be
bone
stabbing
intrusions.
us or slicing us with the spikes or
I
something.
feel
So.
they're going to use those spikes to what's it called? Climb up walls and hold
Or
on.
yeah, they might be able to grab walls and slide down walls with them, or like we will with a knife. How we seen
Oh, and
how we seen the character grab the wall with the knife and slide down and shit like that.
Oh,
The zombies might be doing something similar to that.
man. What else do you think? Like, we've had these giant berserker zombies where they throw things. Obviously, they're gonna have that more. But like, what do you think? I feel like they're gonna have boomers where they're gonna throw up on you, blind you, and just completely ruin your whole day. What do you think, bro? Sounds like a whole. These giant things right here, they're just gonna ruin your day. But like, I feel like they're gonna have ones where like boomers where they just keep
Yeah,
on.
I feel like they're definitely gonna have a lot bigger, stronger zombies than the Demolishers in Dying Light 2. I mean, they have to, right? They have to come out with something.
Yeah, they have to have something like the.
They have to up their game a little more than this.
Didn't they already show like a witch? Like the I mean they already had the babies, right? The babies where they scream?
I haven't seen a whole lot on the kid zombies in the game.
Cause there will be kid zombies like they have the baby in here, but it depends. I'm wondering what would type of zombie would be like a witch. I mean, they could have a screamer that runs after you with claws, like just what was it called? Uh, Left 4 Dead 2.
Oh yes, yeah.
So like, I feel like they would have that in some type of sense, and they're gonna have some type of zombie that to actually crawl over like other zombies. Maybe they can
I never
have.
did play Left 4 Dead 2 a lot.
Yeah,
I never
neither
really
did
did
I.
get into that one a whole lot.
I did for like a little bit, but I didn't have a Xbox, so I never played. I only played it one time at my friend's house across the street. Yeah, but these are going to be some crazy times in Dying Light 2. Like, we're obviously going to be seeing something impossible done.
Look at that, two-hit Demolisher.
Oh, I should be using the DLC weapon.
What was you using?
I was using the axe, hatchet. So this is
nice.
the what's it called? The sign.
The
Last hope.
hope.
The last hope, and
Beautiful Dying Light 2 weapon.
it looks delicious. Not only does it have 6 repair kits where you can, which is OP, you have 4.
4 spots to put your clicker or king mods.
Which is OP as hell. And You can make it electrified.
This isn't even the strongest version either. You could do 2,000 more damage if you make the stronger one.
And what is the base damage of this one?
The base damage I think starts out at 3,000 or 4,000 I think.
Down. And right now it's at like 6.
Yeah, it's almost at 6,000.
So we can get around. We can get around.
And you can get this thing all the way to almost 8,000 damage.
8,000 damage, guys. That is the OP.
That's insane. You would be killing almost anything on Nightmare mode in 2 shots.
Which, this is Nightmare mode. Don't forget it, guys. I'm still on the save where I played through it back in the Dying Light playlist. If you guys want to go check that out, you can watch it out. And this is a hard mode, and you die fast. You saw earlier how many hits I took and how bad it was. I literally died from random zombies. I mean, it's really hard. And this is an amazing weapon that they modified or gave us into the game. And let's kid him out. Oh, damn. Well, hey bro, can you come get me?
Oh shoot, my bad.
Yeah.
I was over here fighting these.
Yeah, I tried to jump onto the guy, but I was too far.
Oh yeah, you guys are fucked now.
Oh my god, look at this.
That was hilarious.
Not only are they gonna add like where they use signs with this.
I know, signs as weapons. Like that is
sign
so
as
smart.
a weapon.
Like
that's the smartest.
Because I mean, in the new one, of course, all
people
supplies and stuff are getting scarce, so they're not gonna be able to find actual swords and hatchets lying around. So you're gonna have to modify your own weapons.
I think they're gonna make their own guns too, like in Fallout.
Yeah, exactly, like pipe rifles and.
Which is unheard of in this game version.
Yeah, we still got military rifles, and I mean, because the virus will be 15 years later, so I can just imagine how the world and the weapons and everybody's gonna react and look.
Okay, so have you? I know you have the following, right? You have the following.
Yes.
Have you finished it?
Yes, I finished it.
Not
on this one, but I have finished it on my other account.
Well, do you believe that my question to you is, what do you think it would be canon? And what pathway do you think they would take it?
Wait, say it again?
Okay, so you know how what pathway do you think it will be canon? At the ending of it, where Crane goes in and finds the mother, do you think that is all canon, or do you think it's just for DLC purposes? And if it is, which one do you think?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Cause did they show it was still Haran?
No, I believe in the new one. I think I seen in a video. I think I heard somebody in a video saying that Haran has no more supplies left in it, so they had to relocate to a new city. Like, so I think in Dying Light 2, it no longer takes place in Haran. So I think Kyle Crane might be dead.
Yeah, cause he set the nuke.
Yeah.
There's
no way he can survive that.
Yeah. Everyone here would be dead, including the city, cause
all supplies and everything.
Mm-hmm.
You would have to relocate.
That means the virus got out even further, beyond these hills.
It's not just in Haran.
So, and they even showed. It's even told. Okay, so you see all the way out there, that over there. All that city over
to the right or left? The city way back there?
Yeah, the city, the one I'm looking at, this Tina. In this playthrough, you go all the way there where the where the dam is, right?
Oh yes.
and you look through, you can look and you see a whole new city, a whole new area. When I was recording, I saw it, and I told them I think that is where Dying Light 2 would be taking place, in that whole new area.
Right, because there's a whole city. There's like, I believe, a whole city or maybe even a couple cities around us that we don't even get to go to or see in this game. So
Yeah.
they might already have those built and put in here for the second one.
Yeah. Plus, they didn't
We
even
might,
know-
like, at the beginning of the game, it might show us like leaving Haran or something like that.
Yeah, because it didn't even show us the beginning, how
Or
he got
not
bit.
leaving Haran, show us blowing up Haran and then...
Yeah, and plus, we were just, the DLC was only for, wasn't even the beginning of the game. Like, when I first watched it, I was like, is that the beginning, how the beginning of the game works, where you just you're playing a person who was bit? But no, he wasn't.
Right, you have like no special characteristics really. You don't even learn parkour until after you're bitten and stuff. Like,
Actually, no. As soon as you go outside and you hear the gunshots happening, that's when the parkour happens. You jump down, you find out and kill all the other people.
oh, you talking about in Dying Light 2?
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
talking
sorry.
about,
Yeah, I was talking about.
Oh, the
this
beginning
one.
of this game? Oh no, I'm not
Yeah.
talking. I'm talking about in Dying Light 2, bro. Where like they're not even like, see over there. That's not Haran. This is the other. Haran
Yeah,
is right
I know.
here.
That's the city we don't get to go to.
Yeah. So that means even because you can
And
see
even over there, I think.
yeah. So.
And then right there's the countryside, of course.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like this is
Back
okay.
over there.
Okay, you can see all of. What part do you think got blown up? Cause that's where the dam is. Where the dam is where the old city was. In Dying Light 3 or Dying Light 2.
Wait, yeah, I think that, yeah, right there on that hill is where the antenna is. So I believe
Yep.
the dam is over there somewhere.
Yeah, and you can see
So,
that.
and Haran is right there. You can see the tower.
Mm-hmm. What the heck is that? Is that like? Look at that over little. That's literally a bug. What the hell?
What is it?
What is that, bro? Where do you see that? That little bugged out part with Haran right here. That little piece right there that's just sticking out. It's like a little watchtower thing.
Oh yeah, I see it.
I've never saw that before. That is hilarious. But yeah, like over there, you can see the stadium, right? And you can just see everyone's still affected over there. Does that mean Haran got blown up in the second part? That's the biggest question. Did they do the? Is that canon? Do you believe that they would make it canon where? Or do you think they would make it where Haran doesn't get blown up, but they just where he becomes the
No,
nightmare?
I believe he blew up Haran.
Yeah, that's what like everyone wants to do.
I mean, that's what I would want to happen, like, because I don't want to play in Haran anymore, you know what I mean? I want a new map, kind of.
Yeah, cause this
So, I
is-
mean, it would be cool, I guess, if they didn't blow up Haran, if we could go back to Haran.
or like shambles of Haran.
Yeah, or pieces and parts of broken down towns that we could kind of see and notice.
Yeah, like
That would
where
be
the
pretty
tower
cool.
would be, or they're at least give us a hint of what happened, you know? And because like if we go over here to the actual side of the town, let's actually get over here so we can actually look over, you know? Because we're gonna look over here and be able to see more of the area we're talking about. Alright, so yeah, so where we were talking about up here is the giant dam is right here. So this is the giant dam. Right down there goes all the way down there, and this is the. So I believe this over here, way out there where I'm looking, is where we're going to be playing.
Yeah, right over there where all that smoke and stuff is.
Yeah. So, cause there's 3 islands is
Yeah,
what we're
because
going to be showing.
that looks like it could be far enough probably away from the bomb radius.
Yeah.
If the bomb is a real thing.
It depends if they actually want to go canon with it. Cause what we should guys showing over here. Let's actually go towards up that hill right over there. Yeah.
All right.
Now let's bombs away. But yeah, they showed that there's that they have the cities and everything, and then you're able to like drive an actual car. So that's something that's more new than just the open wide, you know, like they had in the DLC of whatever it is, which is very interesting. So it's not in the countryside; it's more in the city. So that means more people are going at it. And the weapons that we were talking about earlier is that they have to make different type of weapons. That means pipe bombs, not only pipe bombs, but like other type of actual weapons, which is crazy. Yeah,
It's gonna be crazy to see how many different types of weapons we're gonna be able to craft, because you know there's gonna be a dozen different types of weapons.
Yeah, bro, look over there.
Yeah, look at that. We've never been over there, never seen anything over there, so that's definitely looks like it's gonna be a spot.
I feel
And
like
look how much city stretches across that part, just right there. Like,
this is just one part of the city, and over here is okay. So way over there, like over there, is the dam. So, or maybe this part right here is the dam. And then when it finally gets released, that city unfloods over from here to over there. And maybe zombies? Who knows? Or maybe the Huron virus is an alien outbreak. What do you think? It's very interesting.
yeah, maybe it wasn't an accident at all.
Because I thought they showed it where the United States were the ones who give it to Huron for a test drive.
Oh, and that's how it got out and spread, or what?
Yeah, because remember how Cranes was trying to get the file?
Oh, yeah, he's trying to get the file at first to get it back to the...
Yeah, so that might be it. I mean, that's pretty much how it fully happened in the game. So Huron was, so someone planted the seed to let those outbreak grow, and then they and when that started happening, then they showing the putting up the borders so they weren't able to leave, so they can see what's going on. Not only we going, so we talked about weapons, we talked about the second game's map and where it would be located. What else is there to talk about? I know I was thinking about something else. There's weapons. There's weapons.
There's future, who knows, there's future DLC that's still coming that we haven't talked about. We don't know anything about any DLC yet.
Nope.
So, that's something to talk about in the future whenever we finally get the base copy of the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's going to be one more thing to talk about though. I remember there was something more. The how he got bit, or maybe the different areas.
Or yeah, how our new antagonist is even infected in the first place.
Because
or how the infection works.
Yeah, we don't even know who the hell it is.
Yeah, we don't know who we're playing as. We don't even know if he's actually infected or if the whole city's just infected and we have to stay out of certain zones. Like, who knows how it's gonna be.
Yeah. There was one more thing I remember I was going to talk about. It was so there's guns, weapons done. Then there's actual thinking about the gameplay, the story.
Was it the map?
No, we already talked about the map. It was one more thing. It was one thing we were missing. The parkour thing we would be able to do.
Oh yeah, the parkour system. Yes.
Because with this we had
there's gonna be so many more parkour moves now. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because we had what type of system are we going to be able to unlock by? Is this still going to be like a branching system, or is there going to be like do certain types of parkour to unlock your own without having to do a skill tree specifically? Because how cool would it be is that you try to do certain types of parkour and you have to like learn how to do it with your finger just to do it that way.
Right, like they used the touchpad or something on the controller.
Yeah, because touchpad is like actually is a good concept, or like
And
we
they
can,
don't use it enough, honestly. A lot of video games don't.
yeah, craft all in one. What the hell?
Oh, that's another thing to talk about too, is the crafting system, how it could work in the
Oh
game.
yeah. Because with the crafting system is different compared to anything we've ever played in Dying Light 1, this base game. It's like very unique in its own way. I mean,
Yep.
we've had certain types of games like this, like Assassin's Creed, not Assassin's Creed. Have we actually had any other type of game other than this game that to ever do something this specific with crafting? I know there is.
There's a couple of them, but not really. There's not really too many games that have really in tune crafting systems.
Hmm.
And
Well,
I know the weapon moddings on the new Dying Light is going to be really crazy too, because on the demo that we watched, I don't know if you've watched it, but
Yeah, I have.
the
That was
main
only thing I
antagonist,
watched.
when he's fighting at the beginning, he's fighting this group of people, he actually turns on the electricity mod on his
Oh,
weapon.
yeah. It's like a battery charge, so you're gonna have to get
Yeah,
battery
so
parts. So instead of like
You're
just
not going to
having
be
it
able to
infinitely,
use your...
you have to
you're
be
not gonna be able
smart.
to use it
You have to be
infinitely.
smart about it.
Use it against stronger enemies maybe only, or...
Maybe there's a toxic, like like they have it, but it's like a shooter. Maybe that would be interesting to see in the game.
And it's gonna be interesting to see how we how our character upgrades as well, like what kind
Yeah.
of upgrades we can make to him,
What
or maybe we play
type of-
more than one character. Who knows?
Oh, the thing I forgot is the type the replayability part we're gonna be able to do.
Yep. How
That's
many
what I
different
forgot.
times we'll be able to play the story?
There's going to be different modes of gameplay where you're going to be able to go with story full on, completely different ways. So we know that compared to Dying Light 1, where people have been saying that Dying Light 2 is annoying for how they're going to be doing that. But even though we've been tired of the first game, so
Yeah, it gets tired. It's so
And-
boring playing the same storyline over and over.
yeah, and we only get the DLC. Sure, we get the DLC, which is really cool, but we don't get it full. We don't get a full taste of an actual after the
Yep.
first game. So, and plus, you said they have 5 years of DLCs, right?
Yes, I seen a video. I don't know if it's 100% true or not, but somebody was talking about, I don't remember who exactly, what YouTuber it was, but he was saying something about how Techland is supposed to have already 5 years of DLC ready for Dying Light 2 when they release it.
I mean, that
So
should
if that's
be a thing.
if that's the truth, then that's gonna be insane.
Yeah,
They're really ready to release this game, I hope.
they've been wanting to release it for the last couple years, but they just been tweaking it and like, making it completely
Yeah, making
right.
minor changes, making it the best game they can.
Cause not only they have, cause that feature is like completely the hardest thing you can probably do in a game, cause you can have multiple endings compared to anything, and
Yep.
I feel like they're not trying to do the only basic it's the same ending but like different ways of doing it, but I think they're trying to do different endings different ways. Like the first decision
And
you
yeah,
do.
they're also, yeah, your city changes, which is amazing. You get different groups you can help out inside too, different factions. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be sweet to see how your city changes every time.
What do you okay, so the last, I think the second to last of what we are ready to talk about is what do we want as a community of the game? What do we want in the game itself? What would we want in, what type of zombies would we want to have? What type of weapons also would we want to have? What type
I
of
would definitely love to see vehicles back in the game, because you can't add that in the first game and not add vehicles back in the second game.
They showed us. They did show us that. If
So
you
that's gonna. Oh yeah, we did
Yeah.
see us riding in a vehicle, so hopefully we'll actually get to drive in them.
Plus, not only do we see us riding, we are on highways and freeways,
Yes.
driving, getting driven to the kingdom or wherever of that person.
Yes, way bigger open areas for more driving. We got closed-in cities for parkour.
The biggest thing I really want into the actual game itself is people to actually
I would like a better online system as well. Yes.
The multiplayer system is important in what we have right now, and if we can get this multiplayer system, as in like we can be other people, like different characters instead of
I would
the
like
same.
to have more than just 5 people in a lobby at once. You know what I mean?
Like a community of players.
Yes, it would
in
be
the city.
awesome if we could just have a group of like 30 people
And
running
different
around
games.
slaying zombies.
And we can join in different gangs in the same city.
Or
like
have like a 10v10 game mode in the city where we're fighting each other and the zombies and...
Oh yeah, like we can have a gang war of like community of who we want. Like instead of the story mode itself, we can move all our everything we ever we can keep the story mode and multiplayer compare for the DLC or next chapter of Dying Light 2, where we can have a multiplayer compared like a giant city, the same city, but we can pick what factor we want to be in, and each factor gets their own personalized gangs and other type of other things we can also have. You understand? Like, sure, one gang can have this much of the city, but the rivals can also push back their part and take over. And it's like a whole ranking system where like you have to keep on fighting against other people like they do in GTA or something, which
that would be amazing.
And you cannot. It's like a whole story mode within itself too. But I feel like that's gonna be 2 years after the game, because that way it's not going. Because in GTA
they gotta
it took
give
2 years.
they gotta give the game some time to make sure it runs right on the storyline and all that before they probably add the multiplayer, unless they feel like they're already ready for it. I mean, they've been holding the game back so long, they might go ahead and release some DLC already with the base game.
It's a possibility. It's a very big possibility of doing it. I mean, the multiplayer in this game is pretty good. It's still a single player game with multiplayer helping.
Yeah, it's mainly a storyline driven, co-op based, but it's still fun.
It's nothing important to help, but it's still easier. It's like, I don't know,
it's fun
if you
to help
have
your
a
friends out with their story missions and stuff like that, but it's not really a real
it's
multiplayer
also,
thing.
It's a bit OP too for the players to help.
Yeah,
because
exactly. You can go through and help your you can just help your low-level friends just run through the story.
Exactly.
And I would honestly love Dying Light 2. I mean, I hope they already have it planned. I would love a much longer storyline. Like, I felt Dying Light 1, the story just went by way too...
It was way too short, yeah. It was just...
You beat that in like 30 minutes.
It was more of a 3-hour game, but the story itself was like very short. Like if you stick
the storyline is very short. I mean, they had more side quests than they...
It's an hour and a half. Like, it's probably 2 or 3 hours of full story mode. And then, like, yeah, it's probably a 3-hour, 4-hour game to actually do it. But within it, you also have to get side missions just to upgrade yourself, so that way you can actually do things in it.
Yep. Yes, there's multiple blueprints that you have to get in the side quests, so you definitely don't want to skip the side quest missions.
Nah. The weapons,
so it's
unique
still a
weapons.
big game, but I want a bigger storyline.
More important storyline than just
more important missions.
Instead of just Crane and a psychopathic guy.
And I would honestly, on the storyline, I would like to run around with some NPC. I would like for them, on the missions, I would like for them to like make me guide around some
other runners to help
and
you
stuff.
with.
Yes, exactly.
Other people to actually be friends, like
yeah, I can get a follower or something, you know what I mean? Another runner follower to carry some stuff maybe for me, or to help me out in combat, or just some cool stuff like that.
Someone remember, or someone that actually talk to you, make jokes once in a while. Someone that actually like Smirnoff, or not, from Black Ops 1. What's his name? The Russian guy. Have you played Black Ops 1?
Oh yeah, it's been so long though. I don't even
Yeah.
remember
But you remember the guy, the
the
guy.
Rush yeah the
Yeah, the
Russian
Russian guy.
character.
He's always the funniest one. The funny one. The one that always says the jokes about um Adolf, not Adolf. Jesus. God. Mason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mason was a good character. He talked to Jesus hell. You guy was scared. The guy and in Black Ops 2 story mode where we find him inside of a bloody container, shipping crate. That is the type of people we want in the game. But
Yes.
just remember, guys, we're not demanding. We're asking. We're just telling what the game developers
These are things we would love to see.
and be sure to let us know down below what you would love too. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone wants a game Dying Light 2, and we've been craving. And
Yeah, let the devs and developers know.
and I'm
Want a
pretty sure
perfect game.
this game is just like Infamous.
I mean, I'm not harping on Dying Light 1. I love this game. It's
Yeah, it's amazing.
awesome
It's
as
amazing.
well. They did so many things to make this game great.
This is like
So I can just imagine what Dying Light 2 is gonna be.
yeah. I mean, they're already people are waiting on other games for like The Last of Us 2 and other games.
The Last of Us Part 2, yes, that's gonna be another great series as well.
And it's coming out in September or after May, I think.
Yeah, I think they made it a little further back to like June or something like that.
What was it talking about?
The release date of The Last of Us Part 2.
Yeah, the last release date of Last of Us Part 2. It's going to be an amazing game. Is there one more thing I'm missing out? What do you think? What else should we talk? Is there to talk about Dying Light 2? Cars, what we want. God, I remember there was one thing that's going to bug me. If
Yeah, I
anything.
would love to know when the game's coming out. If
Oh,
they
yeah,
hurry up and
release date,
give us a
release date.
Release date, yes.
Yeah. Alright, so we pretty much talked about almost everything I wanted to talk about this episode, and man, if there's something else to put, I'll just put an update on this part right here. And just remember, guys, that this is just the beginning of my channel, and always be happy whenever I get the gaming PC for everything else. Alright guys, remember to like, subscribe, comment down below what else do you think they're going to be, and what facts you have known, and what do you want in the Dying Light 2 game. Also, hit that bell icon and click all notifications are notified when I release the video. Alright guys, love you guys, see you guys in the next video. See ya.